Oh, Spuddy's ready to go to work. Since we got a really good rain last night, first thing I'm gonna do is take all these hoses and sprinklers and everything back to the barn. All righty, we're going to work, Spuddy.
You ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? Let's go to work.
Come on along with us. Let's see what we get in today. You never know. It may be something different, maybe more of the same. But come on, go with it. I know one thing, I gotta go put all this stuff up, throw my trash away. And then we'll get into the day. And we'll get some ice, put in our cooler here. I like to give people water. They really appreciate that. I drive by and I say, here, have a water. And they're like, you're so kind. I'm like, well, when you get older, you don't think about yourself as much as you used to. You think about other people. You know what I mean. All righty, let's go. Let's go, Spud. Put my gloves on, let's get out of here. Okay? Wow, my little tomato plants are really growing. I meant to repot them. And it's rather cool, actually. In a couple of days, it is going to be in the 60s as the highs in June. We got a real soak of rain last night. Why not, huh? Now we're going to get ice for our water. Well, I just ran into Jason, the maintenance supervisor here, the one who gives me my assignments. He wants me to meet him over here at the pavilion. They're building a monument or a tribute to the original owner of this place. Here you see they pouring a slab here for this tribute to the original owner of this park. That feeds the lake, comes down out of the mountains. You see it's working right there. But this one over here is not working. You can see it's barely dripping. And so what I am to do is to take these little snips here, this cutting tool, cut the little tube and replace the little nozzle. But I'm gonna try something else. I have a little sewing kit. I advise anybody to have a little sewing kit laying around. And in that kit was this awl, and it's very, very sharp. I just poked myself with it. And I'm gonna see if I can unstop that little nozzle instead of having to replace it. It's worth a try. So I'm gonna give it a try, see if I can do it. Look at that. Huh? Pretty good. That'll work. Okay, I did it. All I did was jam this down in there and it unstopped it. There's no reason to replace that. I did good. So I checked all these and they're all good, but I see that one is not set right. So I'm gonna go set it. Oh, it's got a break in it. I'll have to fix this. I'm gonna have to come back and spend some time with this one. So I'm just gonna flag him. So I have this little system I built, and that's my bladder here holds about, I put about 20 gallons. That's about 200 pounds. I don't want to put too much weight on the back here. I turn this valve on, like so. Turn my battery on. Battery lasts for months. Well, this is where the physical health comes in. I have to walk this whole line of trees all the way down, quite a few of them. Check, make sure they're getting water. I've checked all these down here. So, Spud and I are going to walk it. I'm starting to break out into a sweat. It's good for you though, really. Let's go check the trees. But first we'll have a drink of cold water, won't we, Spuddy? Spud, we're on duty.
Always
There's no
drink
time
plenty of
to
water.
be goofing off. Come on. It's 9 systems checked. I think about 4 of them already. Well, that's all of them. Those that were broken, I fixed them. Let's see what else we can get into. Well, here's what we got into. We're putting up cones here to isolate the group area here. And there he goes. We're going to do all the group sites. We're going to put up cones. On this mission, we simply had to repair some door handles. No big deal. The water just came down. We're on fire restrictions. We have all these forest fires in Utah, bags, and we're going to cover all the grills and all the fire pits. This is what we have to do on every fire pit and every grill. And as for the wildfire smoke, you can see a definite front coming in. There's at least 6 major fires here. That's a shame.
Most destructive fires in the state's history. Utah Governor Spencer Cox toured the damage yesterday as the Cottonwood fire continued burning east of Beaver. The fast-moving wildfire has already destroyed parts of Eagle Point Resort and damaged structures in the area filled with mountain cabins and condominiums. The fire started Monday night and exploded to nearly 60,000 acres by yesterday morning. Firefighters have not established any containment. Officials say dry vegetation and challenging weather conditions have limited opportunities to slow the fire's spread.
It's almost July and I'm wearing a coat. It's different every day. We never know what we're going to get into. You know, and maybe that's the way it is with anything. We just never know what we're going to get into. I think it's how we handle it. That's the important part. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Give us a thumbs up and most definitely leave a comment. And we will get back with you later here on Freedom Road. Freedom.
Within 24 hours, the iron fire has spread across Utah and Juab County, growing to be over 20,000 acres. In its path of destruction, the small town of Eureka.
Fire burned right up to the town, and there were moments where